I am making this video after my last homeschooling video. I think there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. So who determines what we learn? Who determines when we learn that? Who determines what's important in learning and what's not important in learning? Who determines if a subject is taught as truth or if a subject is taught as just a philosophy or a thought or anything like that? Who decides the way history is taught? Do we teach it from a European American standpoint? Do we teach it from an African American standpoint? Do we teach it from a Native American standpoint? How do we teach history? How do we teach it in the schools? There's a lot of questions, not so many answers. Some children are natural learners in the school system. They really just still have that desire to learn, and they do lots of great things. It's interesting because some of the questions that I hear and see asked down in the comments below are things that are not thought through. So if you are asking a question, for instance, how is your child going to learn A, B, C, and D? If I turned that question on you and said, how is your child going to learn X, Y, and Z? Do you know? Are you part of your child's education to know what they're learning at what point in their lives? Why do we need to learn American history in 4th grade, but not in 11th? Why do we need to learn a one-sided scientific notion that evolution is true 100% and that's the only way that the world could have been created, instead of giving a bunch of different philosophies from different cultures around the world? It seems like a very closed-minded way to think. To teach only one way is the appropriate way. To teach one way is the correct way. Sometimes there is no one way. Sometimes there is. But what if we teach all the philosophies and allow the child to decide which one is for them? Many people ask, well, that's good for young kids, but when they get older, they're going to need A, B, C, and D. Well, I don't know about that. I think you're assuming, and a lot of people are assuming in the comments, that I haven't had children go beyond 12 years. So a child who is homeschooled or child-driven schooled or whatever you want to call it, they still can go to college. Yes, and no, they do not need to get their GED. Yes, my children have evaluations every single year by a certified teacher. That's the law. I'm following the law. They are learning so much information. I just have to document it. We all learn different ways. So what about the future? Are they just going to be these sucks on society because I didn't teach them to memorize things and recall it? No. I already have children that are grown. I do. Yeah, remember? I'm a mom to 15 and my oldest is 28 years old. Yes. I still already have children that are grown. I have children that have gone to college. I have children that have taken college courses. I have children that have pursued their own entrepreneurial interests. Every time my child applies for a job, companies are so thankful to have my children there. Why? Because they know how to act, they know how to behave, they know how to talk to adults as well as peers their age. They're respectful, they're kind, they're hardworking. There's a lot to be said about that. I find it very interesting. I think sometimes people are like, well, they're never going to get a good job. They're never going to get good pay if they don't go to college. Do you know most Americans who have become multimillionaires dropped out of college? Look it up. Lots of the most wealthy people right now have dropped out of college or never went to college. I think there's something about college that in school that's just different. I think creative thinkers have a hard time in school. Even I'm talking about like historically, not even just like now. Creative thinkers need a platform to let their brain just think freely. Those are business owners, those are entrepreneurs, those are people that are self-driven, those are people that just want to go somewhere and they have a passion, they have a desire, and they just go. I don't feel like if a person is that type of person, I should force that person to be in the box of college of you need to choose a degree so you can be that person. Lots of people are making lots and lots of money nowadays, and they never went to college. I could list off names right now, but I don't want one for this to somehow things become political if you say anyone who's ever been like in history as far as like a political person and or yeah, everything just seems to become political nowadays, so I'm not going to say any names. But lots of people have not gone to college and still made a very good living for themselves. And I don't think that that's the most important thing in life. There's lots of people who go to college who make lots of money and are wasteful with their money. And what's the purpose of having all the money if you're just going to waste it? It's not my goal. Earth isn't my goal. I want to raise children for the Lord. I want their hearts to love the Lord with all their hearts. I fail daily. And I think if we're honest, most of us fail daily in our tasks that we are trying to accomplish. School, education, learning, are they all the same thing? Somebody commented that they didn't think that I actually read the amount of books that I read because I didn't speak like I read that many books. I think it's just so funny because I don't need to speak like I'm high and mighty, like I'm above everyone else. I'm just me. I can speak in everyday language that everyone can understand. I can speak in my tired mama voice like, hey, I'm tired, and I keep saying because I can't think of the next thing that's in my brain because I haven't slept in 2 days. It's just me. All my unschooling videos are not to degrade your child if they are going to public school. There are many situations that people choose for a child to go to public school. I just want to give people the opportunity of a different way of learning. I want to explain how the differences are in learning. It's not even just in public school. Many homeschoolers use a curriculum and they teach a lesson and then they ask for that to be recited back to them. It's not just public school. That technique I don't specifically like. I'm not saying that I never use it or I could never use it or anything like that. I just prefer a different method in teaching. Also, many of you saw my videos and you're like, but you cracked open the geodes, but you didn't teach the lesson. You didn't teach them about all these things. That's why it was a glimpse into what we're doing, people. Do you think we went to go visit the Statue of Liberty and just were like, oh, look, a statue. You want to go? Come on, let's go. We're going to go see the statue? No. It's an experience. It's a start into curiosity that you're piquing for your children so you can go further. And you can take it as long or as short that they're able to do or that they want to do. If I start talking about one thing and it turns into like something totally different, that's okay. I don't need to be so stuck on that one thing that I miss the opportunity to learn with my children. I'm showing you the things people were asking honestly, like what are things that you do to get your children to want to learn? They're born wanting to learn. God put it innately in us to want to learn, guys. That's why our 3-year-olds are like, why? But why? What's that? What's that? Mom, Dad, what's that? How do we do that? Oh, what's that piece come from? They want to know how everything works. They're so curious. They want to learn 24/7. If we help them with that, they just keep doing that. That curiosity keeps coming and coming and coming and coming because we haven't squelched it. We haven't told them that they can't learn on their own. We've encouraged them to learn whatever they want to learn on their own. Why I do these videos about unschooling? Because it's stuff that I wish I knew 20 years ago. Because I remember being a mom being so stressed out because I couldn't get everyone's curriculum done in a day. And if my child wasn't at par, then I felt like I had to push and push and push. You ever have a dyslexic child that you're trying to teach to read at the age of 5? I was in tears. In tears. Making them feel like they weren't good enough and not feeling good enough myself. It doesn't have to be that way. I want my kids to be excited about learning. And I'm so excited about the way that we school or don't school or unschool or whatever that I want to share it with people. And maybe I don't use the right term. Maybe unschooling is not the right term for what I do with my children. I don't know. Just trying to give you a different approach, a different thought process, especially moms that are homeschooling. That it doesn't have to be sit down and do curriculum for hours a day. It can be exciting and engaging, and you can not burn out. Homeschool burnout is a real thing. Teacher burnout's a real thing. You ever have a teacher who's been teaching for 20 years? They're like, oh my goodness, it's changed so much. Homeschool moms all the time, I see them on boards like, I can't keep doing this. What curriculum do you do so you don't get burned out? Yada, yada, yada. I can't do this with a bunch of kids. I have so much going on. And we have medical issues. We have this, we have that. For us, it has become part of our life. It's ingrained in each and every one of us how to learn. And I'm passionate about it. I never stop learning. I can even see it with adults. Oh, You know how to do that? How do you know how to do that? Because I believed in myself and I tried it. In the hospital, so many of the nurses are like, I can't believe that you did whatever. And I'm like, I just YouTubed it. I figured out how to do it through YouTube. They're like, I never could do that. Why not? You can do it. Why are we teaching our kids that they can't do it? That they can't learn how to plumb a house? If your pipes break, what do you do? If your toilet starts leaking everywhere, what do you do? I tell my kids, let's go fix it. How? I don't know, but we'll figure it out together. Why not? Why not teach them everything that they can learn, they can possibly learn? Why not teach myself? I've saved thousands of dollars doing it myself. If nothing else, one thing that I teach them is to try. Just try it. You don't know if you like it if you don't try it. You don't know if you can succeed if you don't try it. Just give it a try. Anyway, that's about it. I wanted to address some of those things, but yep, I'm off. My daughter just brought me supper, which was beautiful. I'm pumping. Yes. You see me in my chair over here, I'm pumping. That is part of my life. Pumping. That's when I sit in the quiet by myself. Not avoiding my family, providing food. I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful day.